This is Canelo Alverez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And standing across the ring from him in the flesh, Terrence "Bud" Crawford, 5'7" tall, tipping the scales at 140 pounds bang on with a reach of 47 inches.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
This is Canelo Alverez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Terrence "Bud" Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
Look at this, these fights are so up for it. Look at that.
And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alverez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence "Bud" Crawford.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
The wait is over.
All right.
The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Nice hook. Nice right hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Just see the nerves on that fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They block the jab. I think we see more accuracy. Which fighter will say no mas? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alverez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. And there's the bell for round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter-punchers are the best.
Good counter. And down goes Crawford. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. You still want to fight?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's time for them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Do you believe this? A perfect counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw. Let's get it started in round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Straight right just misses. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alverez in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
There's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. Good defense with that left jab. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful though. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alverez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Time for the 5th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
That left uppercut doesn't score. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Alverez in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and...
This is the beginning of round 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Perfect counter shot. Good counter punching. Nice hook. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He blocks that jab. Ooh, a good straight. Round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alverez in that last round. Talk about a one-sided. There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Can't find a home with that jab. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alverez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how. And there's the bell for round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Big overhand. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Beautiful counter punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three,
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. So it's plan B time. And there's the bell for round 9. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Is he going to punch himself out, though? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body.
What an upset here as Alverez goes down! I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.